when taking the whole interview into context, yes, he was. He understood, he answered questions and everything.
My question, sir, when he tells you that he doesn't know his address and he doesn't know his phone number, that didn't raise a flag in you, maybe this person, maybe this kid doesn't know what he's doing. You never thought that?
No.
You always maintained that he was intelligent, knew what he was doing, and he was doing so informed, right?
During the whole context of the interview, again, I interpret it as knowing what he was doing and intelligent.
Including this?
No,
Ma'am,
you're
you've already
taking
answered
piece
that.
by piece.
Excuse me. You've asked about that. Move on to your next area, please.
Yes. My last, actually, I'm going to go back a little bit, Mr. Morales, if you don't mind, to 245, please. And don't play it, just pause it if you don't mind at 245.
I'm trying.
And thank you for helping me.
Just gonna leave it 3 seconds earlier.
Okay.
Put it on the dot.
Now, you've conducted hundreds of interviews.
Yes.
How many would you say involved, you already told me not a 13-year-old, but juvenile?
Quite a bit.
Would you say that you are versed on the law as far as when someone is confessing an incident to you and what you can and cannot say to them? What would be an accurate statement of the law? What would be an inaccurate statement of the law?
Objection,
follow you.
compound question.
Okay. My
Well,
apologies.
question. One, sustained.
Would you say that you're versed on the law? Period.
All right, where are we going now? Is there a specific thing that you would like to point out that he said or did that's relevant to the determination that I'm supposed to make in this case? If you would, go ahead and proffer it to me, ma'am, because it's 5:40 in the afternoon, and I don't want to take more time
We could just
dancing around a cross-examination.
Okay.
Tell me what it is you expect him to say to you now. What area are you going into?
The detective says to Derek, if you want a chance to explain yourself, the only way we would be able to take your statement is if you agree to talk to us without the presence
All right,
of
will you
an
raise
attorney.
that when you move to suppress the statement, ma'am, okay? It's a marginal and absolutely no relevance at all to the determination I'm about to make once I get all the evidence in.
Can I ask him if he knows if that's an accurate fact of law?
Not right now, ma'am.
Okay. All right, I'll move on. Give me a second to gather my thoughts here. Okay, so I want to talk about a little bit of your testimony relating to the still shot from the baby cam. First of all, have you seen is there footage? Is there baby cam footage? Baby cam footage.
Not to my knowledge, only stills.
Okay. Now, have you heard the unredacted 911 call?
I've heard the 911 call.
The unredacted 911 call.
I believe so.
Okay. Does the FBI have the unredacted 911 call?
Objection, relevance.
Judge, apparently the FBI has the either forensic dumping or the phone itself. That was his testimony. I'd like to know what other evidence is not in Hialeah Police Department's custody and control.
What does that have to do with the issues in this hearing?
What, Judge? He was testifying as to premeditation or evidence that, this is something really planned out. And part of his testimony was that he, Derek, typed or searched X amount of words and searches on his phone. I want to know how he knows that those searches were conducted by Derek.
I guess we'll find that out in discovery now, but it's a little moment to me right now.
Okay.
As I've said to you guys about 20 times now, I want to focus on the conditions of his detention to determine if they violate his constitutional rights. Where the evidence is being forensically examined right now doesn't take me anywhere on that question.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome, ma'am.
In terms of the medical examination, do you know anything about depth of wounds?
The depth of the wounds?
Yes, sir.
I was there when they were doing the autopsy, and I got to see when they actually pulled the skin back, and the doctor explained to me that it hit organs and organs and organs.
Do you have any specialized training to know depth of wounds? You yourself, without somebody else telling you?
I'm not a doctor, if that's what you're asking.
No, that's not what I'm asking.
Well,
I'm asking if you have any specialized training to know on your own, without another person telling you, the depth of a wound.
Well, visually, you could see if a wound or an injury goes through skin, and if it hits the organ, you can make